This bottle of innocent looking vinegar ruined my engine. So yeah, welcome back to Ben's Garage. Some alarming news today. This bottle of vinegar, this is 8% acidity, has absolutely cocked up my engine. Now, before any of you jump on the comments section saying, why was you putting vinegar in your engine, trying to run it on something cheap, blah, blah, blah. No. The Hobbit strimmer, I had it all stripped down. It was all gummed up pretty much inside. I was waiting for the new gaskets to arrive. So here we have the piston. Conrod, crankshaft. But you'll notice there's no piston rings. Where have they gone? I left this soaking in some vinegar. Totally forgot all about it. I mean, the small end bearing would lubricate up, but the main end bearing has gone. Piston rings have disappeared. Yeah, I left it soaking in vinegar just to get the gum off. Forgot about it. Whether it's early onset Alzheimer's, I do not know. Oh, it nearly reduced me to tears. The gasket set turned up. I thought, oh, brilliant! I'll get out and get the Hobbit's big strimmer put back together. She can use it for work. Pulled this out of the vinegar. Oh, where's the piston rings gone? They're in the bottom of the vinegar, in bits. Balls. So this vinegar's pretty vicious stuff. It does a good job. I mean, I did soak the other parts, the crankcase, the cylinder and all that lot, and it really did clean it up. I just totally forgot about the piston ring, the piston and the crankshaft. And it's cocked the job up, basically. I can get these parts, but at the end of the day, we bought this strimmer in probably, let me think, 2013, maybe at the start of 2014. They did get a lot of use. I gave my one, because we had two. I bought one originally, then we got the Hobbit one, both the same. Hers was a slightly revised edition with different bodywork on it. Mine had been repaired. The bearings went in it, and I think a lot of that was because I was using the blade on it quite a lot, and when you're using the blade and the blade hits something and an immovable object, it puts a lot of strain on the strimmer. At the end of the day, they're only 43cc. So I had mine and it got fixed. It's still working. I gave it to Dad when we was at the old house before we moved here. We had no need for all these tools, so I let Dad have that, and Tina kept hers. So it has had a hard life, but it's just one of them things. But yeah, just let this be a warning to you. Vinegar is dangerous stuff. Now, I was going to get an ultrasonic cleaner, but I ordered one, and it was coming from Amazon.fr. But when I checked it, they were sending me out a 110 volt version. Well, that's no bloody good. 110 volts. We're on 230 here in France. So I quickly cancelled that order. I needed to get this job done quite quick because obviously the Hobbit needed it for work. So I thought next best thing is I'll soak the bits in vinegar. And of course then I had the gasket issue, if you've seen that video where I cocked up. But yeah, this vinegar is pretty lethal. Oh, dearie me. Yeah, I was nearly in tears. Not quite, but I was so pissed off. My own fault. I just totally forgot all about it, and I came out here and I thought, oh shit, piston's in the vinegar. Pulled it out, and it's had it. It's finished. I mean, it needs a main end bearing. The small end bearing is you know, it's tight, but you could probably get some oil in that and lubricate it up. But this, I mean, that's obviously the conrod, crankshaft. It's not supposed to do that. You can see the bearing is still there, but it's had it. And it's really not worth... If I could have got it fixed for the amount that I've spent on it, it would have been worth it. But to spend any more money on it, the machine's old and it's had quite a hard life. And it's like The Hobbit says, you could fix that and then something else could be worn out and you're just going to be ploughing money into it. So we have ordered a new strimmer. That should be arriving in the post. We could have gone up the road and bought one, but you know, if you buy it online, you can do it on payments. But yeah, so we have got one coming. It's slightly bigger than this one that she's got. It's quite powerful. It's a professional range again. Always try and go for professional. It's like with a lot of tools. If you buy cheap first time round, you'll always buy it again. If you buy the most expensive that you can afford, I know it doesn't always work, because when we started up in business, I was buying cheap Chinese tools and repairing them quite often. But, you know, if you can buy the best that you can afford at the time, it will last you longer. It's as simple as that. You know, you buy cheap, you buy twice. So we've got another one coming. I will do an unboxing and putting it all together and get the Hobbit to test ride it around the garden. Just a little bit of something interesting. That's another Oleomac yet again. Quite a good price we got that for. So I'll, you know, when that turns up, I'll do a little video on that and we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, this is just the perils of vinegar in your engine. Be careful. I mean, I don't know what the piston rings were made out of, but they just disintegrated. The vinegar just obviously attacked them. The piston rings have got to be some kind of metal. They're quite sprung because you just have to squeeze them to put them in the cylinder. But could really have done with not having to spend out that sort of money on a strimmer, because you'll notice behind me all the solar panels are here. So we're going solar. But yeah, I digress. This is about vinegar. And this stuff, it's just Vinaigre alcool cristal, 8% acidity. It's just your regular kitchen vinegar. And it's done quite a bit of damage. But for all the other parts that haven't got the bearings and stuff in them, it's cleaned them up lovely. So, you know, it is good, but just don't leave it in your vinegar and forget about it like I just did, because that's it, it's finished. I'll have to hang that up now, a little bit of an ornament. I've boxed the strimmer up. I'll keep the parts because Dad's got the same strimmer, so if his ever breaks, I've got loads of spares. But this broken piece, I'll hang it up. What I'll do in the Ben's garage when we get it all done, I don't know if you've seen The World's Fastest Indian. He had a shelf with all his broken bits on it. I can't remember what he called it now, but Munro. So I'll get a little shelf put up, and all our disasters like this, I'll put on display. As a reminder of things that I've cocked up. That's not the first, and it probably won't be the last. Fuck's sake. So that's it for this video. A little bit of information for you. Vinegar is great. It's fantastic on your chips. Not this stuff, but malt vinegar. It's brilliant for cleaning stuff. Don't leave it in there. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.